To end the work week, we are coming to you all the way from the FilOil Flying V Center in San Juan City, where the nation's top collegiate teams approach the last couple of weeks of their preparations for their upcoming Mother Leagues. This is where it all begins. It is the semifinals of the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup, live and exclusive on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. We're down from 16 teams, we're down to 4 teams. Up first, we will have Alfred Aroga and the National University Bulldogs taking on Giovanni Halalon, the bus driver, and the rest of the Arellano University Chiefs. Hello, Philippines, and hello, world for ABS-CBN Sports, alongside the man with a high basketball IQ. I'm Andre Felix. With me is Migs Bustos. Of course, we will also be joined by Ira Pablo, later on reporting for National University, and Steph Monza reporting for Arellano. And also our second game today, we will have the De La Salle University Green Archers taking on the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Hello again, Migs. And like what I said, we will be joined by Steph and Ira reporting for Arellano and NU respectively. Migs, I mentioned earlier, from a total of 16 teams, we are down to 4. Can you enlighten everybody and tell us all, how do we get here?
Well, that is correct, Dreno. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to all the viewers who are watching at home. And this is really a great, it is a great gauge for more or less where they're going to be a good exposure for all teams. And as they prepare for their model leagues, the UAP and the NCAA.
Speaking of these two teams, we mentioned earlier that we had 16, but let's talk about the tournament format and tell everybody paano ba nakaabot ang Ateneo, La Salle, NU, and Arellano dito sa knockout semis natin.
So basically, Dreno, we got the top 4 teams from both brackets. As you can see, the quarterfinals knockout map. Ateneo defeated Perpetual 68-59 sa kanilang quarterfinals matchup. DLSU defeated the FEU Tamaraws by 20 points, 91-71, and the game at hand today, Dre. NU defeated Adamson 65-57, and Arellano won up the former 5P defending champions. Ito nga San Beda Red Lions 86-79, and ngayon nga maghaharap ang NU and AU, and whoever wins this will face either Ateneo or De La Salle in the finals.
Let's talk about first the National University Bulldogs, who finished 4th in last year's UAAP Season 78. Of course, they were led by that man, Alfred Aroga. They're still intact. They're still headed by Coach Eric Altamirano. And they were eliminated by UST in the UAAP, but they seem solid as we see them here in the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup.
Well, you know, they still have their core players. Itong si Alfred Aroga, Med Salim, Rev Diputado, and Dave Yu. You know, but Dre, they're still in the hunt for the Final Four. As itong nga mga kanilang bagong rest back. Itong sila JV Gallego, Matt Aquino, and Cedric Labing Isa. And of course, the 3-point specialist, itong si Matt Salem.
And earlier today, Ira Pablo was able to talk to Matt Salem, the one you mentioned, their shooting specialist, and let's listen in to that interview.
Matt, you were part of the Season 76 championship of DLSU. How will you be able to contribute that experience now that you're with NU?
Well, I'm just going to go out there and do what I know what to do my role. For me, coming from that championship team, with the young team we have now, I'm just going to take what I learned through the season and maybe guide the younger men on this team to help them improve, to help them to be a better player. And I like them to do the same to me, even though, yeah, that I've been there. I believe they could teach me something that I can improve on and stuff like that.
Now entering the semifinals, how will you face Arellano today?
We have a great coaching staff, so they know what they're doing. It's up to us to do what we were prepared to do. We were what we practiced to do. We're gonna stick to this system, and we're gonna believe in what we learned, what we prepared for, that it'll work out. And we're just gonna go out there and do our best. Give all the glory to God.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Ira. And there is Matt Salem, of course, formerly a Green Archer, and after serving his one-year residency, he has now suiting up for the NU Bulldogs. Now, pag-usapan naman natin ang Arellano University Chiefs, isa sa mga koponan sa NCAA. Kahit hindi man sila umabot sa Final Four last season after defeating San Beda recently in the quarterfinals of this tournament, looks like that man, the bus driver Giovanni Alalon, and the rest of the Chiefs look solid and raring to go for NCAA Season 92.
You know, partner, let's backtrack a bit to Season 91. They were the more of the impact and surprise teams sa ating liga. And coming into this year, they are more dangerous. Sabi mo nga, they are battle-tested. They are hungry and excited to come in to the NCAA. And I think they have a high chances of making it to the Final Four as their core is still intact. Of course, with the bus driver Giovanni Alalon. He once flirted with a triple-double kontra laban nila San Beda Red Lions yung kanilang quarterfinal matchup. 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists. You have the conductor, ang kanyang konduktor, itong si Kent Salado. Deontay Holtz, Allen Enriquez, Zach Nichols, and Brian Meca. Nawala naman sa kanilang team captain itong si Nico Banga. And they have medyo rest back din ng konti para sa Arellano itong si Ariel Aguilar and Lervin Flores para solidify yung front for the Chiefs.
And earlier as well, Steph Monse was able to chat with the bus driver Giovanni Alalon. Let's listen in.
Giovanni, ikaw ay naging bahagi ng Team Pilipinas na nagkampiyon sa 2016 FIBA Cup. Ano ang mga natutunan mo sa pagsali sa torneyong iyon at ano ang bago sa laro mo?
Una-una, natutunan ko sa Gilas yung pag-guide ng mga teammates ko. Kasi nga, sinasabihan kami nila Coach Nas nung nandun kami sa Thailand. Sinasabihan kami, kailangan nyo din maging coach dyan sa court. Tsaka yun, nung nagsimula ako doon maging guide sa mga teammates ko sa Gilas, siguro nadala ko dito sa Arellano. Yun.
Now that you're going up against NU, paano nyo sila mapipigilan para makapasok sa finals?
Yun nga, nung elimination, natalo kami nila ng 3 points. Siguro, kailangan talaga namin ngayon, siguro kailangan namin dumipensa ng maayos sa kanila. Tsaka, sana maganda yung may pakita namin na laro. Kasi nga yung elimination, yung tatlong guards ko na kasama, si Donald, si Mecca, si Ken Salado, off sila nun. Kaya, yun, kailangan nilang tumulong ngayon. Kaya, sana maganda yung pakita namin.
Maraming salamat, Giovanni, Andre and Migs.
Thank you, Steph. And that man fresh from that gold medal from in Thailand when they competed, and he played for the national team in the Southeast Asian Basketball Games. And after the break, we will have the tip-off, but of course, we will have the Matt Salem and the National University Bulldogs taking on the Arellano University Chiefs only here in the 2016 FilOil Flying V Center. We'll be right back.
As we bring you the first matchup in our 10th FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup, the Final Four. Let us now meet the starters. First from the UAAP, here are the Season 77 UAAP champions, National University Bulldogs. Power forward number 6, Reggie Morido. At forward number 9, Matt Salem. Center number 13, Matthew Aquino. Point guard number 15, Dave Wilson Yu. And the off guard number 17, Chino Mosqueda. Head coach of the Bulldogs is Coach E. Eric Altamirano. And now from the NCAA, here are the newly crowned 2016 Father Martins champions, the Arellano University Chiefs. Forward number 5, Brian Meca. Power forward number 13, Allen Enriquez. Center number 20, Lervin Flores. The off guard number 11, Donald Gumaru. And the point guard number 6, Giovanni Alalon. Head coach of the Chiefs, the defense minister, Jerry Cordillera. The officials for this knockout game, Ferdinand Boston.
Hello and good afternoon once again to everybody watching at home via ABS-CBN Sports and Action. The starting 5 for the NU Bulldogs is Dave Yu, at the guard spot. And with him is Chino Mosqueda, and the man in the middle is Matt Aquino, of course, son of the skyscraper Marlo Aquino. And Matt Salem will be starting. And along with him is Reggie Morido. For the Arellano University Chiefs, Donald Gumaru, Giovanni Halalon, and note Yonsi Holtz. Earlier, I thought Yonsi will be starting, but it is some adjustments after starting in that game, the quarterfinal game against San Beda. Iniba naman yung diskarte ni Coach Jerry Codiniera to start as we see Giovanni Halalon starting things off.
Ito na nga, Giovanni Halalon oozing with confidence. That floater in. Napaka-simple lang ng basketball para kay the bus driver.
Our referees for today, the crew chief is Bong Pascual. Referee number 1 is John Olivar, and umpire number 2 is Tony Roque. Matake kagad si Matt Aquino, and mas maliit ang starting lineup ng Arellano compared to National University, and NU is taking advantage of that mix.
Well, a good first basket there by Matt Aquino. He has shown signs of maturity. He was with the Adamson Falcons program last year, and kita nga natin medyo nag-bulk ito si Aquino ng konti. And a good way to start the offense for the Bulldogs.
Lervin Flores was able to get the rebound, but there was a foul before that. Tatawagan si Matthew Aquino ng unang personal foul. Now, let's go back to Steph Monza reporting for the Chiefs of Arellano U. Steph?
Mix, I talked to Coach Jerry earlier, and he said that today it will all just be about the adjustments. Wala nang kailangan pang i-improve dahil kailangan lang nila mag-compete consistently at mag-ingat because they have to minimize their turnovers. Not only that, he emphasized on the voices and eye contact in their opponents. Back to you, Mix and Andre.
Thank you, Steph. Donald Gumaru is also in the starting lineup. Hits that 3, lamang na ng 3 ang Arellano.
Well, isa pang impact player itong si Donald Gumaru. Isa sa mga pang 1-2 punch ng Arellano backcourt.
Chino Mosqueda attacks for NU. And of course, Arellano back the other way. Alam naman natin that they are still running that triangle offense.
Well, it has been working wonders for them. A more balanced offense, a more balanced scoring para sa Arellano. Everybody gets to touch the ball dito sa triangle. It's really about the system, how you read and how you react.
Oh, what a spin! That time, but to no avail para kay Mosqueda. Umaatake si Gumaru at ang mga naka-asul na Arellano University. They will set things up with 15 on the shot clock. Gumaru, pumunta sila sa corner. Enriquez giving that pick back to Gumaru. Under 10 to shoot. Gumaru almost committing a traveling violation. It's an isolation with 2 to shoot. Halalon fires away. And Aquino and Flores, but Aquino gets that board.
Well, that is the beauty of systemized offense. Gaya ng Draghe para sa Arellano. Hindi mo kailangan mag-hasik agad if you're Giovanni Halalon. You don't need to create one-on-ones immediately. You just let the pace come through, and when the game goes on, tsaka siya pwede bumawi.
That was a bad shot there by Dave Yu. And Halalon goes all the way. Giovanni now has 4 points. 4 of the 7 coming from the bus driver mix.
Well, fresh from experience itong Giovanni Halalon. He competed internationally for the Siaba 23 under. And really yung kanyang experience maidadala na ngayon para sa Chiefs.
Matake ulit si Mosqueda. Nilabas naman kay Dave Yu mula sa labas. Gumaru, binalik kay Halalon. 3-on-2 break for the Chiefs. Halalon, nice look to Flores. Everything but the shot there. And there's a foul down low. Mukhang foul kay Alan Enriquez. Balik ang bola sa National University. And speaking of which, Ira Pablo has a report on the Bulldogs.
Andre and Mix, before this game, I had a chance to talk to Captain JJ Alejandro, who unfortunately is out of the league because he fractured his left third metacarpal bone. Speaking of that, he compared his team to last season, and he said that this team right now has the height advantage, which gives them a lot of opportunities to perform a lot of functions inside the court and lessen the limits that they can do. After the loss of their 5 veterans, he added that this is a young team, saying that they are more attentive in following instructions. And for this game against Arellano, Coach Eric Altamirano's instruction is not to change anything in the team just because they are in the semifinals. They just have to put a lot of effort in this game. Andre and Nick.
Thank you so much, Ira. You mentioned JJ Alejandro. Dave Yu getting a mouthful from, an earful that is, from Coach Eric Altamirano. mix itong si JJ Alejandro na banggit sa atin ni Dave na he played 2 games here in the FilOil preseason cup. That was a good block by Flores, by the way. But he injured his left hand nga, fractured. But looks like makakabalik na, like a week or so.
Well, muntik nga pumasok parang nilinis yung ring for Arellano. Pero for JJ Alejandro, it is good. You know that season is still from September, October. He has time to recover. And if you're wondering for the folks at home, what is metacarpal bone? No, if you look at your hand, if you look at your palm, medyo on the reverse side, near the wrist, dun po medyo nagkaroon ng fracture. Malamang natinidor na yung kalaban na doon. That's why hinintay na yung injury na yun.
Alalon, 6 of the 9 points coming from him. First time out. We'll be right back with more FilOil action after the break. Kami po nagbabalik dito po sa loob ng bagong renovated na FilOil Flying V Center sa lungsod ng San Juan. Andre Felix, Mix Bustos. We have Ira Pablo and Steph Monse at courtside reporting for National University and Arellano University respectively. Gumaru tried to get the ball, save it, but he's stepping out of bounds, so the leather will remain with NU. It's a 4-man substitution for Coach Eric Altamirano with Alfred Aroga off the bench. Now he is in, and you can see that height discrepancy at ang laki talaga ng advantage nitong Bulldogs kumpara sa Chiefs.
Well, Alfred Aroga checked into the ball game. That is some strength, depth, and height for the rebounds. And earlier in that play, Reggie Morito did a great job of creating for his teammates. You know, he came from the Bullpups program, Dre, and he reminded me so much of Arane del de Ocampo because he's a stretch 4. Sometimes he plays the 5, and he can shoot from the 3. So, speaking of impacts, itong si Reggie Morito, he can really bring it down the floor.
Halalon now being guarded by JV Gallego. The help by Aroga. Halalon. He's Gumaru. Flores attacks that Aroga defense. The floater won't go. The rebound by Nico Abatayo. Now off to Sed Labing Isa. Labing Isa also off the bench. Was earlier hit that 2-pointer, and now nice block by Flores on Abatayo.
Well, the question now, Dre, for NU, because they lost their graduating players in Javelona and Alolino. The question will be, who will be your strength of that backcourt? And for Cedric Labing Isa, the challenge is up to him to step up that missing gaps for the Bulldogs.
Nico Abatayo had 6 points in their last game. That was 3 days ago against Adamson University in that quarter-final match. He was able to hit the first free throw and trying to trim this Arellano lead to 1. Donsay Holtz now comes in. We thought he was starting. Now he's off the bench. Medyo iniba ni Coach Jerry nga ang diskarte. Pang nilabanan niya, sabi niya, labanan lang ng matchup to. So tinatapatan din niya yung lineup nitong NU. Halalon mula sa labas.
Well, Deontay Holtz giving us a different look, literally, with his cornrows.
And he's seen also a bit bigger.
Medyo nag-gain siya ng weight doon, partner. No? And well, that is good, of course, because that is added force, added strength down low. And if he can develop his post-up game compared to his jump shot game, which we've seen last year, that would be a really big help for Coach Jerry and his team.
Lervin Flores already has 3 rebounds. Zach Nichols is also in the game. His first attempt from beyond the arc is no go. Nice move all the way, everything but the shot for Abatayo. But Salim was there to clean up the glass and scored a 2. But still, NU is down by 1.
Well, I really like how Med Salim's presence is there for the Bulldogs. He's that swingman you can count on for rebounds, for defense, and at the same time, he can convert on offense as number 20 Flores makes that beautiful point-blank shot.
Abatayo with a fake, and Lervin Flores commits the foul. That will be Flores' second. He's been playing well As we take a look at this play of the game brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. That move by Med Salim, who had 12 points in 18 minutes in their last game in the quarterfinals against Adamson Abatayo after hitting both free throws earlier, missing on his third free throw attempt. Splits his charities there. Bilis talaga. Bus driver and conductor connection. Credit that pass from Halalon to Salado.
Well, that was a lapse from the press of NU. Good press break there by Arellano. Hindi nakita nung guard doon, nung bantay ni Kent Salado, and he just escaped for that wide open layup.
Labing isa. Guarded by Holtz. Nice pass by Aroga inside. Salado. To Halalon. Back to Salado. Back to Halalon. Two-man game. Halalon looking for some teammates. Gives it back to his conductor Salado. Nag-isip si Salado ipapasa niya pero mintis ang kanyang atake. Umaatake naman si JV Gallego ngayon against Nichols. Gallego, what a block by Deontay Holtz. Good defensive stop by the Chiefs. Anchored by the American big man, Deontay Holtz. 15-11 is our tally. Be right back after the break with 2:17 remaining here in the first. Kanina napag-usapan natin si JJ Alejandro. And of course, Kyle Napes also with Alejandro. Alejandro suffering that fractured left hand. And hopefully he'll be back soon and ready when the UAP starts for NU.
Well, a good thing the timing is just, just there for JJ. Hindi na po tayo yung usual na nagsistart ng July, August for UAP. So for JJ, it is some kind of a break for him. He just needs to rest. Just still needs to get in condition. And what a good drop pass there by Abatayo to Aroga.
Arellano still ahead by 2. 15-13 under 2 minutes to play. Dervin Flores is now on the bench para kay Coach Jerry Codinera. Cadavis is now in. The veteran big man for Arellano. An offensive foul ang itatawag.
Well, what I've noticed from the National Youth, they're kind of playing a small ball type. Salim at the stretch 4. He can go out, he can stay at the short corners. And a foul called on Arellano on Giovanni Halalon.
Una pa lang yan ni Giovanni Halalon. In the bonus ng NU. So 2 free throws again will be awarded to Abatayo. He is 3 of 4 so far from that spot.
And Abatayo getting early looks. He really has to convert his free throws. He's 3 out of 5, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
NU employing a full court man-to-man press. It's just really important for them to communicate and not get lost. Oh, ooh, he wet it off the legs. Deontay kind of didn't see.
Deontay wanted to pass the ball in the middle of Aroga's legs, but it backfired. So
I think he should have, hit the ball harder for it to go out of bounds to get another chance to inbound the ball. But then credit the great defense of Alfred Aroga.
And that 3-point play by Aroga, just like that, gives them this 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. Viloria is now in. And pinahinga muna ni Coach Jerry si Giovanni Halalon. Craniel Viloria, they swing it over to Nichols. That is what he does. Inistama na, yes! Para sa tres for the Phil-Canadian gunslinger, Zachary Nichols.
Oh, he really reminds me of Klay Thompson because he's a catch-and-shoot type of player. He can run through picks, really run off the ball and just shoot at will.
Aroga, good help by Nichols. Good anticipation by Salado. Salado, back to Nichols. Will he make it 2 in a row? Short on that try. Aroga. And a foul to stop the break But that will send Arroga to the free throw line. And this three-point shot by Zach Nichols is brought to you by Pop O, the perfect entertainment snack.
Well, that was a good shot in transition by Zach Nichols. He felt it after hitting that a good three-point bomb, and that is the tendency of shooters. You really have to feed them wherever they are because, you know, merong mga streak shooters, merong mga can shoot at will. You know, for Zach Nichols, he just really has to get in rhythm.
Arroga here in the 2016 FilOil Flying V preseason Premier Cup is a 60% free throw shooter. Make that 50%, 7 of 14 that is, but he was able to hit on both free throws there. Now with 7 points leading the way for the Bulldogs.
Well, it's important for Alfred Arroga to establish his presence. You know, come here or come in the UAP because he will be up against, you know, reinforced big men. You have Papisar from Adamson. You have Ben Embalen, Abu Tratter from De La Salle, Chukuzi Ike from Ateneo. And, you know, for NU to make another title run, Arroga is a definitely big factor.
Nichols, again, he is now 1 of 3 from three-point territory. Arroga showing us for a big man, he can also dribble the ball well. And you will go for the last shot here in the first quarter. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Abatayo. 10 seconds. Naago ni Holtz. Salado has one man to beat. Salado with a sidestep. Good move on Cedric Labingisa. That was Kent Salado, the Cagayan de Oro native. Second-year man playing for the Arellano University Chiefs. NU earlier also led as much as 2, but Arellano gets the lead back. As we take a look at the highlights here in the first quarter, Migs, Arellano started out strong, of course led by that man, Giovanni Alalon.
Well, towards the end of the first quarter, and Arellano has been giving them a 1-2-2 type of defense, protecting the shooters from NU. That's why they're getting points off turnovers.
And that was the last play here in the first quarter. Kent Salado. Second quarter is coming up between Arellano University and National University. You are watching the 2016 FilOil Flying V Premier Preseason Cup only here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. It's the semifinals of the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup. First up, Arellano University taking on National University, a team from the NCAA and one team from the UAAP. Later on, it will be the rivals against each other again, Ateneo versus La Salle. To begin the second quarter, Nichols misses on that two inside. Mas gusto niya yata pag mas malayo, Mix.
Well, an unfamiliar shot there by Zach Nichols as Arellano shifts now again to a kind of a man-to-man defense. And good cut there by Zach Nichols, pero hindi nga lang pumasok.
A wild outside shot from JP Gawilan. Viloria fires one and he knocks it down. It's a three-pointer for Arellano University. Now they have their biggest lead of 4.
Well, that's a spark plug off the bench para kay Coach Jerry. Simple handoff lang ginawa ni Ken Salado, and Viloria hit that 3 with much confidence.
Oh, nice look. That was a good pass by Chino Mosqueda. Inside to Kinsgo. Panoorin natin ulit. Nakuha niya yung depensa ni Deontay Holtz. Kaya na-late sa help yung depensa ng Arellano, Migs.
Well, since nga na-late sa help itong si Deontay Holtz, the man of Kinsgo is forced to help. That's why he was able to drop that pass to go. And ngayon, 2 free throws para sa kanya.
Another rookie coming in para dito kay Coach Jerry Codinera. It's Mike Cañete, one of the rookies para dito sa Arellano University Chiefs. So they have Salado, Nichols, Cadavis, the 3 veterans, along with Viloria and Cañete. Oh, miscommunication between Cadavis and Salado. Napaganda ba? Hindi nga lang na-convert ni Go. Nakuha naman ni Nichols. Inihina kagad ni Viloria. Napunta kay Salado. Salado attacks, finds the middle, and the conductor goes to work.
Well, that's the conductor for you, Ken Salado. Just really threading the needle, finding openings. And when he gets that leeway, he'll really make you pay.
Kahit conductor yan, kaya din manehuin ang boost ng Arellano. And here he is again, back-to-back lifts for Salado. Now leads the Arellano Chiefs with 8 points.
And that is role of a conductor in Ken Salado. Pag pagod na sa biyahe, ito nga siya, ang bus driver Giovanni Halalon, he can take over.
Sabi ni Salado, pag di pa bumaboundary, ako ba-boundary para sa'yo. Ito ang ating Haynes. Cool play of the quarter. Haynes, America's first name in comfort.
And Ken Salado has really improved from last year. More confidence coming into the lanes. He has improved his shooting. And really a prize fit for Coach Jerry.
Hanggang ngayon nga, hindi ako makapaniwala na second year niya palang mag-cover sa Arellano. That's how scary this Chiefs backcourt is as Diputado finds goal from the outside. Still to no avail for NU. They're shooting horribly from the outside. Umatake si Viloria. Wanted that ball to go down, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws. Ang foul, unang personal foul. Ito tawag mukha dito. Kay Ron Lastimosa, we just checked in. So Ron Lastimosa will be called for the first personal foul.
And as we can see, Dre, no Alfred Aroga, no Deontay Holtz. Medyo small lineup tayo dito. And the Kawilan was replaced by Matt Aquino, adding to some height and rebounding for the Bulldogs.
Craniel Viloria, who only played 8 minutes against Adamson in the quarterfinals. Now getting some extended minutes here in the first half. Mosqueda using that pick set by Go. Nice 2-man game, and I don't know if Go called that, but he uses the glass to hit the 2.
Well, a good strength and upper body force para kay Go. Somehow he finds that shot to go in. And for him, he'll take it.
Nichols again will fire from the outside. Short again. He is 1 of 4 from 3-point territory. Ngayon naman, balikan natin ang panig ng NU Bulldogs courtesy of this report from Ira Pablo. Yes, Ira.
Andre and Mix for Coach Eric Altamirano. He is confident that the boys can bounce back from the pressure they are getting from Arellano because he described his new team as resilient. Despite the close score during the huddle, Coach Eric is disappointed by the fast break points that they gave Arellano. And even though the players can answer to Coach Eric as to what they were trying to do inside the court, he still has to correct the decision-making of his young team and tells them to stay focused and to communicate better as a team. Andre and Mix.
Thank you, Ira. Actually, that's a key word. Ira mentioned communication. Communication is really the key. And, you know, Coach Eric Altamirano is of course, one of the best coaches we have here in the country. And he basically knows, ang dami ng pinagdaanan na player yan. Alam niya na kung paano kausapin. And yun yung gusto niya i-stress din dito sa mga bata niya manlalaro. Kaya mag-uusap kayo. Offensive, especially on the defensive end.
Well, syempre, you know, dahil nga nawala ito nga si Alolino being the leader,
yes,
vocal leader for that team, you really have to kind of do a collective effort. Syempre, medyo bata tong team na to. And isa pa nga sinabi ni Ira is resiliency. They were down last year. They had so many trials, so many setbacks, but then it's just really up to them how they will work it out for their team.
Time is ticking on NU. Diputado falls down and 2 Arellano players, Cañete and Gumaru, also join Diputado. And let's take a look one more time, but the ball will stay with the Bulldogs of National University as Halalon comes back in. At yung nangyari, munti ka na mawala ang possession kay Diputado and the Bulldogs, but possession arrow is still pointing to the white shirts, who tend to shoot.
Well, Dre, I noticed for the NU Bulldogs is one of the things that they are, one of the things why they aren't able to execute is because the screens are not knocking down. No, from the bigs, they really have to hit those shoulders, hit those screens. So for things to free up, what happens is they just, the guards just go through. And syempre, pag hindi tumatama yung screens, susunod lang din yung depensa.
Reggie Murillo comes back in for the rookie. I'll make that for Lastimosa. Of course, Lastimosa His last name sounds familiar as a cousin of Carlo Lastimosa, nephew of the legend, the great Jojo Lastimosa. And anong number ni Jojo nung naglalaro sa pro?
Number 6.
And sino yung kakascore lang?
Giovanni Halalon.
Wearing also number 6, Giovanni Halalon. He scores there. Back to NU, Diputado, they swing it over. Morido, guarded by Gumaru, and the pass too strong. Ball will go back to the Chiefs. Coach Jerry Codinera will still talk things over with 5:37 remaining. We'll be right back. The green shirts are already in attendance because later on, the De La Salle Green Archers battle there. UAP rivals, the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles, as Gumaru hits another 3 for Arellano University. That's his second triple. He now has 6 for the Chiefs. At inangat ng Arellano ang kalamangan sa Siyam. Naagaw pa ni Salado, the bus driver from the conductor. And the Biaje brothers score there for the Chiefs.
And that is just great defense from the backcourt of Arellano. Really reading where the ball should be. And a good fast break there para sa bus driver at ang kanyang konduktor.
Oh, and Diputado was fouled by Donald Gumaru. Now let's go back to Arellano's side with this report from Steph Monse.
Andre Enrique's coach asked the boys to limit their opponents as shooters. He said he's giving the boys their share on their offense and defense, pero kailangan pa rin nilang patibayin ang kanilang zone defense. He wants more consistency from the boys, and he wants the boys to play better than they did on the first quarter. Andre Miggs.
Thank you, Steph. And of course, Coach Jerry Codinera wants to, I think he feels more confident this season with an intact lineup. And makikita mo talaga yung kumpiyansa after like a year of experience for Salado. Giovanni will be playing his last year in the NCAA. You have Zach Nichols also playing on his 4th year for Arellano University, and then you have Yon C. Holt. So all these veterans, kumbaga, like what you mentioned, battle-tested na sila.
Well, as much as they're deep in their starting 5, they also have a deep bench. Itong deep supporting cast as Salado gets another jump shot from Halalon. Their supporting cast will be the one to strengthen them come NCAA season 92.
And they also want to win this preseason tournament so bad. But they're just really on a rampage here, up by 11. Aroga, where's this possession going for NU? And that jumper from Alfred Aroga works to stop the bleeding.
Well, finally, pamatay sunog ang jump shot ni Alfred Aroga. Medyo on a rampage itong Arellano. And they're doing a good job so far in their zone defense. And just for the makabawi itong Bulldogs, you just have to get confidence. You know, execute on their offense as Giovanni Halalon again knocks down a basket.
Sabi mo daw, kumpiyansa. Yan ang meron talaga si Giovanni Halalon. You know, when people say that Steph Curry improved from last season and just can't believe as Aroga hits the basket and will head to the line for a possible 3-point play. Going back to Halalon, he still can't believe that he still improved.
Parang if you think that he's at the peak of his talent,
yes,
and you will be surprised that meron pa pala siyang mas igagaling pa.
But Aroga on that try, you can see that aggression from Alfred Aroga, and Dave Yu is now back in for Coach Eric Altamirano. Papahinga muna si Sed Labing-Isa.
And that is what you need for NU Bulldogs to get back in this game. Arogo has to get more touches. Even though where he is on the court, he has jump shots, he can drive, he can post up. So for the NU offense, they just really have to feed Aroga inside.
Gumaru almost losing a handle on the ball. Possession will remain with Arellano with 16 to shoot. Halalon, the spin by Halalon. An offensive rebound there for Benete. Dave Yu, guarded by Salado. Yu eludes Salado's defense. A wide open Mosqueda from the corner. Lista mo na. Yes, para sa tres. Make that Morida. Reggie Morida was able to score just a 2.
Well, from that sequence, you had two open players, two open shooters, itong si Morido and Salem, and the Arellano defense failed to help out. That's why Morido was able to knock down that open jump shot.
Gumaro, tinapos. Arroga wanted to go to Reggie Morido. Nakuha ni Gumaro. Here's Salado. Alalon. Panete and
Timeout National University
goes down
Bulldogs.
for Arellano University. The lead is at 8 with 2:31 remaining here in the first half. Back with more action only here in the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup. We're greeting everybody again. Good afternoon. It's almost 3 o'clock. Watching the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup live and exclusive on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Tingnan naman natin, Mix, ang ating play of the game brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. That was that basket made by one of Arellano's new players, Mike Canete.
That is the effect of great ball movement. As we can see, Alfred Arroga establishing his presence down low. He already now has 14 points.
And the steal there for Arroga. Debut finds Salem. Nice pass inside to Arroga, but Holtz knocks Arroga down. But look at the sportsmanship by the American to pick up the African Alfred Arroga.
That is good sportsmanship. Ito nga, Alfred Arroga posting down low, imposing his will against Deontay Holtz. And on that sequence, as Arroga goes again to the line, unfortunately, Deontay was unable to hit the brakes. Kaya itong Arellano ay nasa bonus na, and every foul will send an NU Bulldog to the free throw line.
He has 5 of 5 from the free throw stripe. Itong si Alfred Arroga now with 15 points along with 4 rebounds. Still perfect from the line. Itong si Alfred Arroga.
Well, if you're the NU Bulldogs, this cannot be an Arroga-centric team. You know, for the others, for Morido, for Salem, they have to be able to contribute on offense, have more confidence on their shots, and kahit pa paano build their skill around so they can work with what the defense is giving them.
Holtz, you know he has that in his arsenal, but he misses on that try. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Salem asking the ball from Arroga. Salem fires away. Misfires on that 3. Salado. Alalon is asking for it on the opposite side, but Salado will hand it off to Giovanni. Alalon asking for the pick, almost losing the ball, and he does now to Salado. Salado will find Alalon for 3. Yes! Para sa 3 for the bus driver, Giovanni Alalon. The assist from his conductor, Ken Salado.
But he just really makes it look easy. Ginagawa niyang madali ang basketball. He doesn't really force the issue. He doesn't try to dribble it out. He just lets his teammates operate, and he gets rewarded for those assists.
Sasagutin naman ni Matt Salem. Wala pa rin mula sa labas. Lervin Flores is back. Alalon asking for that screen from Lervin Alalon. The bounce pass to Mecca. And they're just on a rampage. If Alalon isn't scoring, he is passing to his teammates. And of course, now the lead is back up to 9 for Arellano.
Well, ganda ng playmaking doon by the point guards of Arellano. Second time na natin nakita yung backdoor cut bounce pass. And good conversion as Morido makes a timely 3 to trim down the lead to 6.
Morido only had 3 points in that quarterfinal game against Adamson. Was able to hit that outside shot. Arellano will go. Oh, and the foul. Since NU still has a foul to give, that was foul given there. Tingnan naman natin itong 3-point shot. Salado finds his partner in crime, Giovanni Alalon, and this is brought to you by Papo, the perfect entertainment snack. Magkababayan kasi dalawa, parang alam mo yun, yung talagang same mold.
In sync.
Oh, in sync. Parang hindi na nga Batman and Robin, parang Batman and Superman.
Parehong superhero eh, no?
Lastimosa, foul, Salado, another foul.
7.2 seconds.
Next foul of NU will send an Arellano player to the line. Halalon mula sa labas. Yes! Para sa tres. Naman for Giovanni Halalon. He now has 18 markers here in the first half alone.
48 to 39.
If you're the NU, you really put your shoulders down. You're playing great defense as Halalon makes that, tough three to end the half to lead by 9 points.
Sabi ng mga ibang commentator, pag LeBron James or Steph Curry is in video game mode, Halalon is exactly on that mode.
Naka 2K mode itong si Giovanni, partner.
And Salado, of course, looking for Halalon. Giovanni Halalon with 2 triples has a total of 18 points to lead the way for the Arellano Chiefs. They're up by 9, 48 to 39 at the half. We're back from the FilOil Flying V Center here in San Juan City. It is the first game of the semifinals between National University and Arellano University. And at the half, the Chiefs lead as much as 9, 48 to 39. Thank you for joining us on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Andre Felix, along with Migs Bustos. And Migs, let's talk about what happened in the first half. Arellano started strong. NU also led as much as 4, but of course, the second quarter, it was the Giovanni Halalon show.
Well, what's the key for Arellano's defense is their 1-2-2 zone play. When they recognize that there are a lot of shooters for NU, they just stick to their 1-2-2 zone defense, and we saw a lot of steals, a lot of stops from Giovanni Halalon, Ken Salado. That's why they were able to run the break. They were able to run their triangle offense, able to run and cut and look for the open men.
Tingnan natin itong halftime highlights natin, brought to you by Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. That was a 2-man game that led to a Matthew Aquino basket. Then Enriquez handing it over to Gumaru for that outside shot. Donald Gumaru hitting 2 three-pointers in the first half for the Chiefs. But like what I mentioned earlier, the bus driver, first half pa lang, lampas-lampas na sa kanyang boundary.
Well, I really think that's why Giovanni Halalon now has 18 points. It's because of the ball movement by the Chiefs. He's not really forcing the issue. He just lets the game flow, lets the game run. When it gets to him, he's free, he's open. And when he takes it, he really takes it with confidence, and a much improved Giovanni Halalon really taking over sa game na to.
And Salado also helping the cause of Halalon. If Halalon has 18, Salado has 9. And that is one of the triples. Halalon made 2 three-pointers earlier. Those are the 2 three-pointers from the bus driver, Giovanni Halalon. He averages here in the FilOil Preseason Cup in 6 games played, 17.3 points, but like what I mentioned, he already has 18. Now let's take a look at the halftime statistics. And what strikes the most for you, Migs, here?
Well, it's really the 3-point shooting of Arellano. They're like the splash family of this game, already hitting with 6 3-pointers. Kumpara muna sa 1 lang na 3-point shot ng NU. And really, that's what I'm talking about. The ball movement of Arellano. 15 assists compared to 7 only by NU, and they're really handling the ball better, only with 6 turnovers kumpara mo sa 11 ng NU.
Nabanggit mo nga, splash family. Kung umulan kanina sa labas, nagpapaulan din ng 3 itong Arellano University. Of course, Halalon leading the way. Salado with 10. Gumaru with 6. Aroga is the only player for NU in double figures with 16.
Well, Aroga has been doing a good job, really making his mark inside. But for you to win these types of games, you need help from your supporting cast. Ito na kasi Mosqueda, dumadrive. And those types of attempts, you really have to convert.
Halalon using the glass, napalakas. And Aroga. And now Davio has it. Against Salado. Davio. Also one of the betters. That was a good pass.
Reggie Morido.
Davio to Reggie Morido.
Well, nanlikat doon ang depensa ni Giovanni Halalon. Good cut by Morido, recognizing that great pass by Davio.
Pito na ang kinakamada ni Morido para sa NU Bulldogs ngayong araw. They're down by 7. Lervin Flores posting up Salem. Aroga tips it and he gets it. 6th rebound now for the big man. Morido to you. They swing it over to the other side. Nice pick by Aroga to free up Mosqueda, and Mosqueda gets fouled hard by Deonce Holtz.
Well, one more way for NU to get back in this game is to limit the second chance opportunities of Arellano. Aroga did a great job of rebounding. They have to really get those stops and at the same time convert on offense, whether 2 points man yan, 3 points man yan, or fish some fouls, parang itong si Mosqueda.
Mosqueda gets his 3rd point. Splits his charities there, and Deonce Holtz gets a rebound. Brian Meca to Salado. Holtz. They give it to Halalon. Trying to shake off the defense of Mosqueda. Halalon with a series of moves. Halalon dish at the last second to Meca. Mapupunta sa NU ang bola. Ganda naman nung galaw ni Morido na iwasan ng mga ilang naka-asul doon. And free throw line, Halalon ang tinawagan ng personal foul. Pangalawa yan ni Giovanni Halalon.
And this is what we're talking about if you're the NU's defense. Really limit the second chance points of Arellano and run the floor at the same time. Ito si Morido, kahit pa-free throw yan, slowly but surely, they have to knock down those free throws para unti-unti nilang ma-trim down itong lead na to.
Morido converts. Reggie Morido at the line. Just averaging 5 points per game here in this year's tournament. Now let's go back to Steph Moise for the Arellano University Chiefs. Yes, Steph.
Andre Mix earlier inside the dugout, coach commended the boys' performance. Kahit hindi pa tapos ang laro, he gave credit to the boys for protecting their shooters. He just reminded them to not relax when it comes to their defense, and he also told the boys to not hesitate in this ball game. As long as they keep their pace like this, it will be more than positive for them to get the win. Andre and Mix.
Thank you, Steph. Davey was able to convert for NU. Halalo commits a traveling violation.
Ito na nga, Dre, no breaks coming to the NU's way. That is a result of playing good defense. And for Arellano, you must not relax, must stay composed, still execute on your offense.
Mosqueda wanted the ball to go down so bad. Aroga talks to Mosqueda, so Mosqueda heads to the free throw line. NU regrouping, cutting this deficit of and this lead of Arellano to 5. Make that now 4.
And 3 minutes pa lang ang nababawa sa oras dito ngayong third quarter. Arellano already has 3 team fouls, but those 3 team fouls led to free throws. And if 48-39 ang score kanina, ngayon naibaba na nila sa 3 ang kalamangan.
And a little bit of momentum also on the side of National University. Salado, iniwan si Yu. Salado na mapupunta kay Halalon ng bola. Halalon guarded by Mosqueda. The spin by Giovanni. Halalon. And another possession here for the Chiefs with Salado. Let's go back to NU side with this report from Ira Pablo.
Back in the dugout, Coach Eric Altamirano motivated his players to get back in this game. He said it's not about who got the first half, but it's about who finishes strong in the second half. Andre and Mix, the coaching staff, no longer talked about X's and O's. He said this is not about what they need to do inside the court anymore, but this is about the heart that they can give inside the court. Veteran Alfred Arogo was also very vocal in expressing his emotions to the team. He said, let's stop pointing fingers to one another and let's just play with more aggressiveness. Now for the second half, Coach Eric is still waiting for the real NU to play and is waiting for the collective effort that he is proud of his team. Andre and Miggs.
Thank you, Ira. Of course, Coach Eric Altamirano, also one of the best motivators that we have here in the country.
Well, tamang-tama yun ang report ni Ira. As much as Coach Eric said that it's not the start of the game, even though you have a bad start, but it's how you finish the second half. You know, it's all about resiliency. Even though you have a bad start, hindi importante. Wag mo nang kalimutan yun. Don't think about the past.
Wag mo nang kalimutan.
Ay, sorry. Sorry, kalimutan mo na yun.
Yes.
Kalimutan mo na yun. Don't think
I know.
about the past.
Yes.
And right now, it's really working wonders for them dahil tatlo na lang ang hinahabol ng NU.
Thank you, Mix. That's right. Nichols fires to beat the shot clock. A nice pass by Aroga to Mosqueda. And now the lead has been chipped to a solitary point. NU with the momentum and a good start here in the third quarter with 6:40 remaining. Back after a few reminders. Stay with us. Kayo pa rin ay nakatutok sa 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup. And NU with that 11-2 run that forced Coach Jerry Codinera to talk things over with the Arellano University Chiefs.
And bagong hugot ito mula sa bench ni Coach Jerry, number 91 Ariel Aguilar,
That's right.
filling in the spot for Kent Salado.
Also one of the additions para dito sa Arellano Chiefs. Aroga saves it to the wrong man, to Halalon. That burst of speed by Giovanni gets a 2, and now he has 22 to his name.
And what has been missing in that 11-2 run para sa Arellano ay ang kanilang decisiveness. Medyo naging tentative doon ng opensa ng Arellano. Ito nga Alvin Aroga, rumaragasa. And for Halalon, he just really has to impose his will.
That was that save by Aroga to Halalon. At tumuloy-tuloy itong si Giovanni. This play is brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. Giovanni Halalon is probably one of the fastest guys with the ball here in Philippine collegiate basketball. If there's one guy that you think can outrun Giovanni, it's his teammate, Kent Salado.
Kasi dahil nga bursting of speed, itong si Giovanni and Kent talagang mas bumalis pa. Itong bus driver and conductor as Flores makes that a tough post-up move.
Lervin Flores was able to score there for Arellano. Ooh, what a block! Huli ka, boy. Sabi ni Enriquez.
Medyo na-outlook din natin itong si Allen Enriquez as much as we see Holtz and Halalon. Ito nga napakaling bagay, itong si Enriquez.
Itong block of the game is also brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. Dave Yu, wild shot.
Well, going back to Enriquez partner, he provides energy, he provides rebounding. No, sa kanya umiikot din yung bola. Pag makarating sa kanya as Aguilar makes this 3, no, Enriquez is really a valuable asset for Coach Jerry.
Salem finds Morido, and Morido make that Abatayo scores. That's his 6th point para sa NU.
Ito nga, no, Coach Jerry medyo relax pa. He's still composed, putting his second unit in without Deontay Holtz. Still have a 3-point lead.
Hacking foul there called on Matt Salem. Second personal foul on Salem. Pangatlong team foul ng Arellano Chiefs.
Well, for Matt Salem coming from LaSalle, he has trimmed down some weight. Medyo naging ripped itong si Matt Salem. And his 3-point shooting was really evident throughout this tournament.
Halalon gets fouled going to the basket, so Giovanni will go to the line for 2. It's a limb called for his first personal foul.
At the line, Giovanni Halalon.
4th personal foul on NU. Halalon here in 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup is an 84% free throw shooter.
As we saw Kyle Napes beating from the sidelines. Giovanni Halalon ups the lead again to 5. Nasa ito na, nag-check-in na si Donald Gumaru. Some quality minutes for Aguilar. Another. Ito nga si Donald Gumaru, isa pang pamatay sunog to para sa kuponan ni Coach Jerry.
Aquino wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Canete. And the ball goes back to Halalon. Halalon inside. Easy two for Giovanni Halalon. 26 na ang ginagawa ni Giovanni Halalon.
Ito, nag-adjust na ng depensa ang Arellano with that 2-1-2 zone press. They have that luxury because they have really fast and quick guards itong si Halalon and Gumaru. So they can force the turnovers, bring it to the sidelines, and make stops para sa kanilang kupunan.
Diputado losing a handle on the ball. Another turnover para dito sa National University. Halalon. Hinahanap sa loob si Gumaru. Ilalabas muna ni Gumaru. Canete fires from the elbow. Too strong. Enriquez gets the offensive rebound and backs it in.
Gandang energy doon from Allen Enriquez getting that offensive rebound and that tough back shot to get it in.
Handang-handa na mga manonood ng De La Salle University. And we also saw Melissa Gohing there, of course. Used to play for La Salle. Of course, volleyball ang the ninja, tinatawag nga nila. Libero ng La Salle, and of course supporting Matt Salem as well.
Well, that is the beauty of college basketball. No matter what tournament you're in, you know, your supporters really come out and cheer para sa kanilang favorites.
Halalon to Nichols. And Nichols gets the layup. Whoever said that guy couldn't make layups? Oh, you're wrong. He was able to make just one there.
A beautiful reverse layup by Zach Nichols. A thing of beauty. Of course, their shooters, they can run down, make other shots. And ito nga, abante na naman ang Arellano by 11, 62-51.
Take a look at that assist again, credited to Giovanni Halalon. Nichols, one dribble. And with that layup and that blindside foul, but a foul committed there by Mike Canete. Eji Morido is back in. So it's Med Salim, Rev Diputado, Alfred Aroga, Reggie Morido, and JB Gallego, the 5 on the floor for Coach Eric Altamirano. Arellano already in the penalty, so that will send an NU Bulldog to the line. That's Alfred Aroga. And Aroga today hasn't missed a free throw.
Perfect from the line until okay pa. Baka kasi nabati ko eh.
And if you just tuned in, you're tuned in to the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup. So before the NCAA, before the UAAP, it is the preseason tournament. We are down to 4 teams after having 16 teams with 2 groups of 8. Canete fires from the outside.
Michael Canete.
For Mike Canete.
Well, a good shot by Canete. He was just patient. He made a fake handoff to Zach Nichols. He turned around and kita na yung opening doon. Ganda ng 3 points ni Canete.
Diputado, the runner, the one-hander, no go. Nichols gets the board. Gumaru, tumatakbo na si Canete. Hinihingi ni Halalon sa kabilang side. Gumaru throws that one, but no. And Aroga grabs his 9th rebound. The game, Aroga to Gallego. Who's stepping on the line, just a 2, but too strong on that attempt. Nichols will give it to Gumaru. Gumaru finds Halalon. Halalon fires away. Gallego zigzagging, eluding the Arellano defense. He finds a very wide open Reggie Morido for that 3. His second 3-pointer today. He has a total of 11.
Well, he's been doing that ever since in the juniors division. Reggie Morido can really knock down shots from transition. Ito na nga yung fake handoff ni Canete. And a good drive there to Morido for that wide open 3.
The assist from JV Gallego. 65-56, Arellano still in the driver's seat with a 9-point lead. Canete will fire again from the outside. That time he misses. Gallego, 2-on-1. Morido. 5 straight points from Reggie Morido. Back the other way, Enriquez misses on a layup there. Gallego finds Aroga, rewarding the big man. And you getting that momentum again, Migs.
And the quick mini run there by NU. Doing a better job on that sequence. Ito nga, Siso, medyo umangat ang konti, dumidikit. 65-60, 5 points na lang for Arellano.
Nichols misses on that triple try. Gallego, nice pass to Diputado, could not convert. Sorry, miss for Rev. Diputado thought about taking the 3. Back to JB Gallego. Gallego asking for it from Aroga, but Aroga fires that short stab, does not get the bounce. Offensive rebound by Diputado. As the fans loving the action here, Migs. Salado. Shot clock is dead. Nice pass to Enriquez. And the 2 by Arellano gives them again that breathing space of 7 points.
The 3-on-2 break, Ken Salado doing a good job of finding an open Allen Enriquez.
What a wild and exciting end to the third quarter as we take a look at our Haynes Cool Play of the Quarter. Haynes, America's first name in comfort.
Well, ang ganda what Salado can do. He can really thread the offense, thread the defense in, and just really make plays for his teammates.
Let's take a look at some the highlights in the third quarter. Again, it was a good start for Arellano, but NU chipped the lead. And then Halalon, of course, still continuing that scoring outburst. 8 of his 26 coming here in the third period alone, Migs.
Well, what's been working well for Arellano is really their three-point shooting and their good offense for the third quarter.
Fourth quarter is coming up after the break.
We are
One of these two teams will go home today and one will advance and will face whoever wins in the Ateneo La Salle matchup later on. Gallego attacks to begin the fourth quarter. Almost a basket for Go, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws.
A similar situation para sa NU. They started off the fourth quarter going to the free throw line. And what I've noticed during this game, it is a game of runs. So when Arellano would make a run, NU naman will counter-attack with another run. Pero at the same time, nakapuhunan lang itong Arellano. That's why they're hanging on to a slim, minsan big. Pero now, 6-point lead na lang, 5-point lead na lang ang kalamangan ng Arellano.
Now it's a man-to-man press. They get the ball back. I'm talking about NU. And a foul called. It will be number 17 for Arellano, Julius Cadavis. We're trying to verify if the foul was on Cadavis or Lervin Flores.
Wala. Coach Eric's adjustments coming into the fourth. Medyo nakaupo muna si Alfred Aroga. He wants to make this lineup a fast one to be able to pressure well, 100%, kumbaga full court pressure as he's ang center dito si Morido and Go looking for a fast lineup to better outsmart and outplay on defense itong Arellano.
Another chance there for NU. 2 Bulldogs fall down. Salado. That was a good pass from Lervin Flores. He finds Salado on that breakaway. Salado now has 12. Go to Diputado. They will execute this play drawn up by Coach Eric Altamirano. Morido thought about taking the outside shot. Diputado loses the ball, and here's Halalon and Salado, and those two are the quickest, 2 of the quickest players here in Philippine collegiate basketball today.
Well, as much as NU wants to match up with their speed, itong Arellano talagang naunahan lang. Napakabilis nitong si Salado and Halalon.
Diputado, the kick out to Morido. He fires from the corner. Lista na. Another three from Reggie Morido. That's his third three-pointer. He now has 16, Migs.
Well, same spot for Morido as he knocked down a three earlier in the third. And ito na nga spark plug na dapat na makuha ng NU para tuluyang makaabante sa larong ito.
Lervin Flores too strong and Yu comes back in. Tingnan natin. Baseball pass. Wala football din. Pwedeng quarterback din to si Lervin Flores. That great pass to Salado. And then, look at those two go. The bus driver and the conductor on a foot race. And I still don't know who will win pag magkarera yung dalawa.
It will be a close one. Pero nga for NU, they're doing a good job naman on defense. It's just a matter of taking care of that basketball. They have to limit those turnovers as Morido takes another three again. Wala. Pero yun nga, kailangan lang talaga better execution on the part of NU.
Salado, tumuloy-tuloy to Nichols. From the outside, in and out. Flores. If you're Coach Jerry Codinero, you'd have to love the aggression of this kid, Lervin Flores. Of course, playing for Arellano, he started this game, and Lervin Flores is doing the dirty work. He knows that he has a lot of teammates who can score. Of course, you have Halalon, you have Nichols, you have Salado, and then what he does is, of course, play defense and rebound the basketball for the Chiefs.
Kasi Dreno, for the coaching staff, kung magbubunot ka sa bench, if you're gonna get some reserve players, you would want to get the best out of them. Because for players like Flores, ito pa mga bench players nila, you would want to get some quality minutes. Kasi hindi mo naman ibababad ng sobrang tagal yan. So for the likes of Lervin Flores, you must, for Coach Jerry, you must like the performance of what he's doing. Just really very effective and very efficient on those rebounds.
Lervin Flores in 8 games played in this preseason tournament has averaged just 6.5 points per outing. Today he has 5, but he provided quality minutes. In 13 minutes played against San Beda in that quarterfinal match, he scored 10 along with 2 rebounds. Cadavis will give the ball back out to Halalon. Halalon to Cadavis. Thought about taking the jumper. Finds Nichols. 8 to shoot. Nichols fires away. Another three for Zach Nichols. And that forces Coach Eric Arellano to call a timeout. It's a 10-point lead for the Chiefs. Thanks to that man, the Phil Canadian gunslinger, Zach Nichols with a 3. Today is the 10th of June. At just ng Hunyo, binabati natin ng isang maligayang kaarawan. He turned 26 today. Direk Raul de Ocampo. Of course,
Direk, happy birthday.
Isa sa mga institusyon na rin yan sa industriya natin. So, Direk Raul, happy birthday to you. 25 ba? 26? Parang ganun eh.
Parang 28 yan.
Ngayon naman, balikan natin ang panig ng NU with this report from Ira Pablo. Yes, Ira, go ahead.
Andre Mix, before starting this fourth quarter, Coach Eric still continued on motivating his players. He said, give it your all during the last 10 minutes, and this is going to be a battle of effort for who wants this win more. Coach Eric also commended the boys for the way they played during the last 2 minutes of the third quarter, and he wants to maintain that here for the fourth quarter. Give it all you got, and let's see how this game will develop our character as a team. Andre Mix.
Thank you, Ira. And while Ira was reporting, Aroga was able to convert. That was his first miss from the free throw stripe, Mix.
A rare miss for Aroga this game. And what a time to miss for Alfred Arogo kung kailan sila nagkahabol.
Salado against Dave Yu. Using that Cadavis screen. Hands it over to Halalon with 6 to shoot. Halalon the spin. To Salado, 2 to shoot. And Salado with that basket. Difficult shot to beat the buzzer.
And a big bailout basket para sa Arellano this fourth quarter. They have to cement their lead to be able to really seal this game and go on to the finals.
Panoorin natin ulit. Ang galaw ni Giovanni Halalon. Ito ang ating Haynes Cool Play of the Quarter. Haynes, America's first name in comfort. Falling away. Difficult shot para kay Kit Salado. Also pride of Cagayan de Oro.
Ika nga ng ating kasamang Mikey Reyes. Ang observation niya kay Giovanni Halanon from last year is he has to be able to make plays to have a good game. You know, it doesn't matter if he makes 20, 30 points, but if he doesn't make plays for his team, medyo malabo ang kanilang chances. But right now, Giovanni Halanon doing everything para sa kanyang kupunan.
Nichols, still a lot of time on their shot clock. Halanon trying to fish for some contact to no avail. Aroga, kanina pa hinihingi ang bola kay Aroga. Hindi pa tayo scores. That pass from Chino Mosqueda. Binaba na naman ang kalamangan ng Arellano sa 5 ng National University. Back after the break. What we're watching right now is what happened in that last play. Resulted to that basket from NU. Now let's go back to Steph Monse for the Chiefs of Arellano University. Yes, Steph.
Andre and Mix, now the Chiefs are on to their last quarter at the coach ay defense. He talked about the players that stabilized the game. He said that in order to stabilize, the team must have good floor defense. He also emphasized that every time they miss, they're giving the Bulldogs the opportunity to attack. Now, they must refrain from doing so, sustain their tempo, and just focus on winning. That is all in the Arellano side. Andre and Mix.
Thank you, Steph. And that is what they're doing. Just really keeping that pace, up-tempo, and just running over the NU Bulldogs. Almost another turnover for NU. Nice look sa loob doon, pero hindi nga lang nakakonvert. But Mosqueda answers and stops the bleeding for NU.
Well, stop the bleeding indeed for NU. And what a three-point shot can do for the momentum of a team. Itong Zach Nichols made 2 big threes this fourth quarter.
That's right. He has a total of 3 3-pointers, total of 11 points. Will he make another 3? The step back by Nichols. And Salado with the offensive rebound and fall away. Difficult shot again for Kit Salado.
Well, very aggressive for Salado. Not only making plays, but getting rebounds and second chance points for his team. You must admire the determination of Ken Salado. And must be happy if you're Coach Jerry.
Foul down low. It will be called on Deontay Holtz. Let's take a look. Nichols missing on that triple try. Nakuha ni Salado falling back and down and hitting that tough shot. This play is brought to you by Totalic Cilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. Aroga back at the line. If you're a fan of collegiate basketball, you'd have to love what you're seeing right now. Of course, you also, if you're a student for National University, you'd also love to give credit to this young NU Bulldog squad. But if you're going to Arellano, you're a student of the Chiefs of Arellano University, talaga may excite ka para sa NCAA. Dahil sa bilis, sa exciting, habang bagsak si Deontay Holtz doon. Halanon trying to ask a pick. But here's Nichols from the outside. Enriquez. Wala pa rin. And a foul called. Loose ball on Alan Enriquez.
Well, that is the directive siguro no, from Coach Jerry if you're talking about Zach Nichols. Really taking his shots, you know, doing a step back, really creating kahit paano maka 3 points ulit. And yun ang characteristics ng shooter, no? When he's open, when he's hot, you really have to feed him. And syempre, for big shots to come down in the fourth quarter, if Nichols makes those shots, more or less, they can be able to seal the deal.
Med Salim at the line. So natin paalala sa ating mga manonood, Salim misses on that free throw. The NCAA Season 92 will open on June 25 at the Mall of Asia Arena. San Beda College will be this year's hosts.
And Dre, magandang pasabog on the opening game. It will be a rematch of the finals.
Of course, the rivals.
The San Beda Red Lions and the Letran Knights, followed by Mapua Cardinals and the JRU Heavy Bombers.
Final 4 teams from last season. Foul down low. Speaking of San Beda, binabati natin isang diehard alumni ng San Beda. Of course, Gary Sabinosa is watching along with Ina Kuna.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
And of course, marami nga nanonood sa atin ngayon. And thank you for all the supporters of college basketball, especially former Blazer David Ura. Nanonood sa atin ngayon.
Morido. Good stop by Arellano. Morido could not be stopped on that play. Morido with 18. Para dito sa NU Bulldogs. Dehado pa rin ng 5. Hindi nila malampas-lampasan yung
the magic number.
5-point pump bigs. Salado throws one. And napunta pa kay Nichols. Bagsak na naman si Holtz. Diputado. Might have gotten away with a left elbow on Salado, but Diputado converts. Now the deficit is down to 3 again.
Well, a good escape by Diputado. Medyo nautakan na doon si Kent Salado. And ito na nga, 3 na lang ang kalamangan ng Arellano. And they just really have to hang on if you're the NU Bulldogs. Take one stop at a time. And Alfred Aroga running the break. Good pass to Morido on that sequence.
One more time, Aroga. And to Diputado, ito nga, magandang galaw ni Diputado. May pagkapeterano na rin kasi din yung galaw na yun. From Rev Diputado. Halalon, the kick out to Holtz for 3. This is huge. But Halalon with a putback. And Giovanni Halalon from nowhere. Nobody was able to box out Giovanni Halalon there.
And as much as you're really doing your best to be able to trim down the seat at minding it pa. Nobody boxed out Halalon. They slept rather. On Giovanni, easy putback para sa kanya.
And Halalon now with 30 points.
30 na yun?
Yes, he scored 18 in the first half.
Wow.
As Diputado converts on the free throw, Rev Diputado already has just 5 points. Diputado is the 4th leading scorer here for NU in this preseason cup. Was scoreless in the first and also in the third. Much is needed from Rev Diputado here in the dying minutes of this game. Yes, Migs.
Okay, if you're NU, you just have to think about one stop. This stop. As much as they're down the whole game, they cannot look ahead further down the road. They just pass Halalon again.
Couple of pins there for Halalon. He now has 32 in last 2 minutes, as mentioned by our Coliseum Barker Rolly Manlapas. This one is brought to you by Haynes, America's first name in comfort.
Napapawaw lang talaga tayo sa performance ni Giovanni Halalon. As much as the great defense from NU, he just finds a way to bail his team out.
Mosqueda gives up his second personal foul. NU still not in the penalty. Lervin Flores comes back in for Alan Enriquez. So it's Flores, Holtz, Salado, Nichols, and that man, Giovanni Halalon, fresh coming from Thailand with that Siaba under 23, winning that gold medal for our country. And Halalon again, 34 points for that man. We call him the bus driver. You can call him anything you want. He is leading Arellano with a 7-point lead for the Chiefs. 1 minute and 30 remaining. We can't stop raving about Giovanni Halalon. And if people say we're biased, no, we're not. But you can't neglect and ignore this performance by this man. A couple of spins there using the glass. He's doing it in all kinds of ways. Passing the ball, rebounding, scoring, driving inside. That man is just out of this world, Giovanni Halalon. Nice stop inside. Arellano and the students of Arellano University smelling the victory here with 1 minute and 20, but there's still more than enough time for NU to make a comeback. As we take a look at that clock of the game, brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer.
Well, still mathematically possible if you're NU. Just have to be able to convert on this big play.
But Nice strip from behind by Salado. Flores to Salado. Flores back to Kid Salado.
And Salado!
And that might be the exclamation point para sa Arellano, leading by 9. And then that has been the story. They've been running and gunning and really converting on the open court baskets.
It's Salim against Flores. Salim finds an opening and Salim converts there. Just his 5th point today, Mix. 92-85. Under minute to play. Salado to Halalon. Coach Jerry, of course, telling his boys to waste and chew up much time on the clock. Halalon to Mosqueda to Nichols for 3. Salim with a board. Aroga, time winding down. Aroga, the kick out, the 3 from the corner. Morido was able to hit 2 of those earlier, and Nichols make that Holtz with a rebound to Nichols, and you give it to that man. Why not? Giovanni Alalon gives it to Salado, and Arellano University will head on to the finals as Flores stops that one down. Migs, if you're an Arellano University student, you'd have to be excited for the Chiefs in the upcoming NCAA Season 92.
Well, especially you are a reinforced Arellano team with the departure of the likes of Kevin Racal, Mark Cruz, Art de la Cruz, Baser Amer. You are ready for Season 92.
Final score is 94 for Arellano University and 85 for National University. NU goes home. What a tournament, though. What a run for NU here in the 2016 FilOil Flying V Premier Cup, preseason Premier Cup. But of course, you'd have to give it to the Arellano Chiefs, and Steph Monse is with the best player of the game. Guess who? The bus driver, Giovanni Alalon. Steph?
Giovanni, in the 3rd and 4th quarter, munti ka ng makalamang ang NU. Ano ang ginawa niyo para mapigilan sila?
Una-una, nadepensahan namin si Aroga kasi drive ng drive. Akala ko nga malamangan na kami. Kaya yun, nung nadepensahan namin, siguro maganda yung defense ng mga big man namin. Kaya yun, nakalamang kami.
Ngayon, ano ang preparations niyo for the finals?
Siguro, pagandaan namin si Imbala. Yun nga yung first namin na option. Siguro kailangan magtrabaho ng mga big man namin. Kaya kasi sa whole na import siya yung pinakamalakas eh. Kaya kailangan namin magtrabaho yun.
Maraming salamat, Giovanni. May mga gusto ka bang batiin ngayon?
Binabati ko pala yung family ko sa Cagayan de Oro. Hi, miss ko na kayo. Ingat kayo dyan. Hi to my girlfriend, sa pamilya niya. Hello, sa kapatid ko, Jericho. Ingat kayo lagi. Thank you. Mama Alma, boss. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Giovanni, Andre and Mick.
Thank you, Steph. Congratulations once again to the bus driver. 34 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. He's our free-go player of the game. Up next, the rivals. Earlier in this tournament, De La Salle dismantled Ateneo. But will it be revenge for the Blue Eagles, or will the De La Salle Green Archers continue to march on to the finals and face the Arellano University Chiefs? All those questions will be answered. But before we go, Migs, anything else you want to say about Arellano, about NU, and about the bus driver Giovanni Alalon?
Well, of course, Arellano is really ready for the upcoming season. It will be a test for the likes of San Beda, Mapua, JRU, Perpetual, Letran, and they must really, you know, Arellano cemented its mark by winning the Father Martin's Cup, and they have a chance to win the FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup on Sunday.
There you go. Up next, De La Salle taking on Ateneo. Final score again in this game is 94-85 in favor of the Arellano University Chiefs. They move on to the finals. For Steph Monse, Ira Pablo, our birthday boy director, Raul De Ocampo, our producer, Ala Carlos Bayuga, of course, my partner, Mix Bustos, I'm Andre Felix. Stay tuned, because coming up, the Blue Eagles take on the Green Archers only here in the 2016 FilOil Flying V Preseason Premier Cup here here in ABS-CBN Sports and Action.